Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and please do remember, if you do not like what I say, how I say it, or why I say it, then please do feel free to click off this video and go about the rest of your day in peace. And so we are of course back with another weekly reading. So this is going to be covering the dates of September 2nd to the 8th. And I also want to start off this video by giving a little shout out to another fellow tarot reader here on YouTube as well as on Instagram, and that is Fire Witch Tarot. And the reason why I wanted to give a little shout out, I'll also have her link down below in the description somewhere, is because we're actually be using one of her fabulous sassy decks here. So this is the What the F is the Problem? And so we're going to be using these tarot deck, this Oracle deck, tarot deck, today to add in some more spicy messages into your guys' readings. And so definitely go and check her out either on her YouTube, on her Instagram, because she's doing always a ton of readings over there as well, and she has multiple different decks that you guys can go and check out. So I just wanted to start off with that, you know, because we're going to be using the deck, so I figured I would explain that. And so let's go ahead now and jump into the collective sort of card pull I did for this week of September 2nd to the 8th and what is going on energy wise. And so we have collectively the Six of Swords, we also have the Five of Cups, and then we have the King of Cups. So what I was getting off of these three particular cards was the sense that in this week a lot of us could be moving out of sort of old mindsets, you know, really releasing and finally getting over, I think, you know, some sort of emotional, you know, losses, sadness, or whatever it may represent from the past, finally moving away from it because we recognize that it's a losing battle essentially, and it's no longer serving us. In fact, it's holding us back in a lot of ways, because with this King of Cups, I see this as opportunity, as, you know, striving forward, especially as far as combining both of like the arts and the sciences. Business savviness, I feel like, is coming through here with the King of Cups. So really moving through that, getting clarity in the mind and the emotional space, and moving towards a place where, you know, we can all strive to achieve and build up that cup. And again, you know, the King of Cups, it can definitely be, and, you know, I definitely sense that, you know, kind of working on all this stuff like in our own space, in our own way, kind of on our own sort of island. You know, the King of Cups has really got a lot of control over that. But he has a really great sense of balance between sort of, I think, the logical and the emotional. And he doesn't necessarily let his emotions override him in that way. Maybe more so that maybe like the Queen of Cups is very much emotionally, you know, driven. He's a little bit less so, because there's a little bit of a, I don't want to say necessarily distance between him and whoever he's dealing with. You know, this could also represent possibly a person coming into a lot of our lives in this week collectively, who kind of represents this King of Cup energy. I also want to go ahead and pull one of these cards for the collective overall energy for this week of September 2nd through the 8th. So what is the overall little message that we have going on here for the collective? What do we, oh, there we go. And what is the message? You're letting it have power over you. Exactly. That's what I feel is this Five of Cups. You know, there, for a lot of us, it could have been some sort of situation where we were dwelling on something from the past, some past situations, some sort of hurt, some feelings, losses, failures, whatever, however it resonates. And we now are recognizing, though, with this Six of Swords, how much power we were letting this thing that no longer matters, that no longer aligns to where it is we want to move, had power over us. And so we're finally, releasing it. And a little additional message just popped out as well. What is this? You are not a doormat. Exactly. So this could also represent, for some of us, maybe it was other people that, you know, we could have let, you know, have power over us, that were placing us in a certain mindset, in a certain kind of emotion, and it's all about reclaiming power, especially with that King of Cups here. You know, reclaiming your own emotional power and your mind, and just finally moving away from it, because it's like it no longer serves. It is not for your highest good, and we don't need to hold on to that energy anymore. So with that said, that is what I'm seeing for sort of the overall collective energy for this week. Now let's go ahead and introduce the choices for the more in-depth pick a card. And of course, we'll also be pulling the charms as always. So for pile 1, we have this Amazonite bracelet. We also have these tiger's eye bracelets for pile 2. And then for pile 3, we have this Chinese jasper bracelet. So actually, this bracelet and this bracelet are 2 bracelets that I actually made, and you guys can of course check out and find more information about that via the shop link down in the description if you guys are interested in looking at more of like the jewelry that I've made all over on that website. And so go ahead now and take as much time as you need and really focus on what pile is calling to you to get more of that, still of course general reading, but a little bit more specific about how your personal week will be going for September 2nd to the 8th. So go ahead, take as much time as you need. Remember, pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3, and I will see you with the piles. All right, for those of you who chose pile 1 with this Amazonite bracelet, let's go ahead and dive into what you need to know for this week of September 2nd through the 8th. What is sort of the overall energy and message kind of overview of this week that you guys definitely need some clarity on? So let's see, what else do you guys need to know? Whoop. All right. And then let's go ahead now and also pull your charms, see what's going on there for my pile 1s. What do you need to know for September 2nd through the 8th? All right, so let's go ahead and check out your charms first and foremost. So right off the bat, what's sticking out to me is the way that this bottle is going through this heart charm. It almost feels like an arrow through the heart, maybe some fast communication coming through the heart center, maybe some sort of indulgence going on there. Let's see what else we got here. Feeling very youthful. I feel like young, kind of fool energy, maybe like the pages, kind of revealing your inner core. But having balance, you know, realizing the balance of both the positive and the negative, the masculine, the feminine, that temperance energy, alchemy. We also have the anchor. So I'm seeing, you know, being rooted, being, you know, stable, catching your foundation even against the strong tides that might be coming through. You know, your sacral chakra might be very important in this week for you guys, as well as maybe your heart chakra, maybe your crown chakra or third eye. I definitely see you guys being a bit of a psychic group. Possibly maybe you have some sort of psychic abilities, whether that's one of the clairs or something else, maybe a talent in palm reading, tarot reading, any sort of casting. Or, you know, this could be a message that you are going to be receiving messages in this week from your higher guides, your higher self, or something along those lines is coming through here. There's some other message coming through with this charm, but I'm not quite getting it yet. I had it and then it disappeared. We also have the Daddy's Girl charm. We have a lot of heart imagery coming up here. So we have, yeah, you guys could maybe be heart chakra kind of people. We also, of course, have the owl. So wisdom, guidance, seeing clearly through the night, kind of silently drifting on the wind there. We also have this charm, luxury, indulgence. Again, that's coming through. Feeling good about yourself. I'm getting, I don't know, like a tingling kind of feeling in my chest, or like maybe it's breathlessness or something. It's so hard, strange how this group is coming out to me with these charms. It's very interesting. Let's go ahead. Maybe excitement, maybe something's happening this week for you guys that's going to be exciting, or it's just going to get something going. Let's go ahead and check out your, wow. Wow. Okay. So for your cards right now, we have the Hermit. So that is a major arcana. It's an important energy. But we also have, this is pretty wild, guys, and my ear is like starting to ring. We have the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands. That is gnarly. Immediately what's coming through there is obviously, again, I was mentioning that balance of masculine and feminine, definitely coming through. Also, twin flame, soulmate, divine masculine, divine feminine counterparts. So maybe if you aren't in a relationship, maybe you will be getting into one in this week, especially between maybe you are a fire sign, maybe this other person's a fire sign, you're both are fire signs. You could also be a Virgo, or this is just representing, because we are currently in Virgo season. So it's pretty interesting to have the Hermit coming up. But generally what I'm seeing here, the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands, very fiery, very passionate, very spiritual. The Queen of Wands, they both have so much charisma and attraction. They just draw people in like moths to a flame. The King of Wands, he's very business savvy, he's very goal oriented, and he does not fear challenges. In fact, he kind of gets off on the challenges and going for it. We also have, we have both both of these fire energies. And then we also have, this marble that I'm seeing as your sacral chakra. So again, that's the passion, that's your sexuality, that's your creativity. So much creativity going on here. And then you have something like the Hermit. So maybe being, I'm seeing this either one of two ways. So maybe you've been very reclusive recently, kind of working on your, as I was saying, spending time to really work on yourself, understanding what you are doing, what you're moving towards, learning maybe more about a certain craft that you want to invest time into. But with also, these two very fiery, very passionate, very out there energies right here in the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands, I see a lot of you might be coming out of this Hermit energy. But since it is Virgo season and this is the Virgo card, it's maybe an emphasis on you guys being very much detail oriented in this week, very focused on sort of goals and achievements you want to go after, pouring all of your passion and creativity into those areas. It could also be, sexual drive is going to be pretty high in this week for some of you. So let's also go ahead now and pull the 7 clarifying tarot cards for this week for you guys to get more detail and see what is going on for my group ones as far as September 2nd to the 8th goes. What do they need to know in this week? What do they need to know? Alrighty then, let's go ahead now and check out what other energies we have going on for you in this week. And so, oh wow, we have the Hangman, another major arcana. We also, oh my god, we got the Lovers card also. We also have the Elder of Swords, which would be like the King of Swords. We then have the Emperor. We also have the Three of Cups, the Magician, and finally we have the Ten of Wands. So wow, guys, you have so much major arcana energy going on here. We got the Hermit, we got the Hangman, we got the Lovers, we have the Emperor, we have the Magician. It's really about power, and I definitely say personal power, because that's a big thing on both of these cards. A lot of personal power. It's the sacral, it's the solar plexus chakras. It's those lower chakras going on here, but especially those two. With the Hangman here, again, that kind of goes back to this energy of the Hermit of, contemplating, working on, being in this state where you're trying to obviously make a decision on something. You have been, especially with the Lovers here, because the Lovers is about those hard choices and needing to make a decision on it. And really, there's no clear, right or wrong answer, because it's like the pros and the con list might be pretty evenly split on this decision. So it really comes down to trusting in your inner voice, your inner knowing with that Hangman, and what does your heart tell you? What does your heart tell you that is right? And so we also have like the King of Swords. So that is, your communication skills. It is your wisdom. It's the way you think. That is what that King of Swords energy is all about. Again, a lot of power coming through. We also have the Emperor, which is an Aries card as well. Again, where is your power? How are you using your own power in this week? Don't give your power away to anybody else. You have to be the one to make this decision. Nobody else can make this decision for you. And even though with that said, I feel like whatever this represents, this sort of decision, this choice, this could also again represent a romantic situation with the lovers, of course. And since we have that King of Wands and the Queen of Wands here, I definitely see that sort of, again, masculine and feminine balance. And it could be, coming up as an actual physical relationship in your world. Again, a lot of strong, we also have that daddy's girl charm. So, your father figure might be very important to you in this week as well. I see, even though with all that said, and something like, again, the Ten of Wands here, because the Ten of Wands is all about responsibility and maybe taking on too much responsibility, especially the responsibilities of other people. Because again, that's that Emperor energy, wanting to be in control of everything, but maybe to sort of the detriment of yourself and your own balance, because you're taking on, again, too much in that sense. And so needing to release some of it and take on a little bit of that other side of the Emperor, where the Emperor understands, like, he has all this control. He's very goal and oriented, but he can recognize when he needs help and how to delegate his power and authority so that he can direct other people to help him in the way that he needs. Again, we also have that Three of Chalices here, which I see as, enjoyment definitely in this week. Maybe you're going out with either some work colleagues or some friends, maybe some family, whatever it is, having a fun time, having some drinks. Again, celebration together with the people closest to you. Because again, I feel like you guys are achieving a lot in this week, especially as far as your own, power, your creativity is going. You're going to be feeling very confident, I think, overall in this week. And then again, you have something like the Magician. Along with the Emperor here, it's like you are really putting your manifestation and everything you want to achieve into action. This is not just having the thought anymore, actually putting the thought into action and taking the steps to make it happen. And again, that comes with a lot of responsibility and having to balance everything out, but you guys can definitely do it because again, you have this strong, fiery energy. With that, though, I would say be careful about your words, how you speak in this week, because again, you have that King of Swords here too. How you communicate is so important, especially to, bringing these people together to work on and delegate, the situation. Maybe you guys have in like your job or your world in some way a seat of authority where you have to sort of manage a lot of different people and a lot of different responsibilities. And it can be kind of overwhelming at times. Maybe that's why you kind of want to be reclusive with this Hermit and the Hangman. But ultimately, you have to make the choice whether you are going to embrace your path here with this power, because you definitely can handle it. You can achieve it. It's just all about this sense of balancing it, and time management really is coming through here. So let's go ahead now and also pull one of these fun messages of what the F is the problem. Let's see what you guys need to know from this deck in this week. What do my group ones need to know from this deck? What maybe is an issue that will come up in this week? What should they need to know? What do they need to know from my group ones? Ooh. Okay, so let's see what we got here. And so we have, oh my God, start acting like the boss ass bitch that you are. Exactly. That is totally what I'm getting off this group. You guys are bosses. You guys have all this power. You have the charisma. People want to listen to you. They want to follow you because you are a strong leader here. We also have, you are surrounded by energy vampires. That could be a big thing too. That could be a little bit of this Ten of Wands and this Hangman and this Hermit thing. It's like you can recognize that there's certain people around you because you are so magnetic and you're so attractive, you have all this power about you. Even if, like I was saying, that you could possibly, for some of you, be in a position where you have a lot of power and authority, that might not necessarily be the case. You could have a totally normal, basic job or something like that, but still, no matter what, it seems like you attract people. They come to you for guidance, for inspiration, for whatever it is. And the thing to remember, it's like when you have this magnetic energy, of course, it's going to attract the energy vampires who want to feed off you and sort of pull your energy, and that might make you feel very exhausted. So again, you have to learn how to put up those boundaries, protect your energy, protect your aura, and know that, you don't need to let these people feed off your energy, take your energy. Surround yourself with people who uplift you, who add to your energy. And when you need to, take your hermit's retreat, that hangman state, and kind of get away, do your own work, do your own practice with the magician, away from people if you need to reconnect with yourself in this way. But again, don't hide your light. Don't feel insecure, especially if like some of these energy vampires are narcissists along with it. It's like, remember, you are a boss ass bitch, so own that shit. So let's also go ahead and look at some of your other oracle cards that we have here. And so we have cards. Listen to the cicadas. We have card 42, let love be your beacon, and we have card 27, maintain your childlike spirit. So yes, I definitely feel like, obviously with something like maintain your childlike spirit, that's all about connecting to your inner child, again, your joy. I feel like your truest essence, like that's totally innocent and it's completely free. It's completely inspired. It's all about fearlessness. It's that light represents your virtue and holds the memory of perfect trust, fearlessness in others, and total self-reliance. Yeah, I felt like that was another message coming up through your other cards down here, was that need for self-trust. Again, with this hangman, especially this image, it's like they're blindfolding her, they're tying her, and she's just got to trust that, her inner guidance will lead her down this path to, the full celebration that is happening here. And that leads into, rebirth in that aspect following this. And so have a lot of self-trust, trust in the divine, trust in your angels and your guides that you are on the right path. Again, you have this boss energy, trust on it and let it lead you in the right direction. Look at the world from the eyes of a child. Don't let, again, the energy vampires of the world make you too pessimistic or something, or doubt, your vision. So, and then with this, let love be your beacon here. It's all about, lead with love. When you enter into a new situation, see love paving the way. If it is a tense situation or a work environment, do a visualization exercise of filling the space with bright, beautiful love for everyone, including yourself. Acknowledge what is going on and be willing to change how you are approaching this. Communication will be harmonious and you will have greater prospect to create what you are looking for. Focus on the light within. Imagine this light shining out of you. Your inner light will permit you to see the world with new eyes and learn new things every day of your life. So exactly, again, you guys I was saying that you guys could maybe be heart chakra people. Definitely I think the solar plexus is a big one for you guys. And so it's just all of this passion, all of this fire, and this beautiful light that comes shining out from you, and you can fill a whole space with that. And I feel like you guys can easily, it's that element of you guys being very good communicators when you want to be, and like you could completely change the mood of a room just by your presence, by speaking up and, saying your truth and kind of bridging those bridges, I guess you could say. So next up, we have from a recent acquired deck that I just got, we have the Dragon Oracle cards. And so the dragons that are around you guys in this week are the Fire and Water Dragon. Enables your life to flow with loving force. Prepare for change and move forward quickly. Expect the unexpected. Have fun. And then we have the Sunshine Yellow Dragon. Helps you to help animals, serve animals, heal, respect, and understand them. Really beautiful messages here. So definitely with that Fire Water Dragon, again, I see that, change could be coming for you guys. Transformation and, making that choice to follow a new road. Just do it. I mean, there's no failure for you that I see here at all. Again, also have fun. just go with the flow, enjoy your life, do what it is you want to do, and don't be surprised if something unexpected pops up on your path. Again, that could be maybe what I was feeling here. Just roll with the unexpected because it's happening. It's being presented on your path for a reason. And so also with the Sunshine Yellow Dragon, I want to get a little bit more clarity on this one because I definitely feel like, obviously, when it's talking about serving animals, helping animals, maybe you work in some field that deals with that. Maybe you just are an animal lover yourself. Maybe this is a call to go out in nature and really, take note of the animals and the creatures you see and what kind of feelings come up when you see them. Maybe it has something to do with owls. Connect to them because they can help to heal you, to relax you, especially when you need to get away from those energy vampires. If you have like a cat or a dog, spend a lot of time with them. And so drawing this card invites you to open your aura and allow Sunshine Yellow Dragon to pour light into you, containing the keys and codes to understand at a profound level all the creatures of this planet. Then send these dragons to all humans who need to change their relationship with animals. See the minds and hearts of these people blazing glorious yellow as they expand their perspective and see animals for who they truly are. It also is important to visualize all animals in the world being touched by Sunshine Yellow Dragon and lighting up with hope. Be a sunshine yellow bridge of light along with these dragons can travel to help animals everywhere. You will accrue good karma as you assist your fellow creatures. So that might resonate for some of you on that. Also, what I really pick up here, again, look at the colors of this dragon. It's the red, orangey color for the sacral chakra, green for the heart chakra, and then we also have yellow for the solar plexus. So again, I feel like strongly that those are chakras that are very active, important for you guys. And so finally, your last card is fulfilling opportunities are on the horizon. Card 6, the Angel of Abundance. Look at that, guys. Like, you guys have a lot coming for you soon in this week. Don't let anybody else make you, doubt your worth in receiving these blessings. So the abundance angel is just over your shoulder. Invite the angel into your life now. Just ask. She cannot help you without your permission and cooperation. What do you require? Is it your best interest? Is it in your best interest? Will it harm anyone? Contemplating these questions will help you ask for the most appropriate things to come into your life. This angel represents fulfillment on many levels. She holds a cornucopia of hopes, potentials, and prospects, a job, a relationship, a child, to attune and learn higher knowledge. All is possible if you ask and act with a sincere heart. Again, I feel like that's kind of connected to the magician. And even it's like, I feel like your angels, they recognize how strong of, I think, an aura of a power, sort of that boss energy you have. And so they're not going to come in and kind of disrupt your flow unless you ask for their help. Because again, they trust you, that you know what it is you're doing on your path. And so they want to give you the room to sort of express yourself and do that without sort of interfering too much. Even though they're just there out of the corner of your eye watching and guiding you, still you have to put out the energy for them to kind of grab onto and continue, the flow of it. It's kind of like you need to release, I got the image of like a beaver dam. And, they build up those walls that stop the water from flowing. And so if you want to let those waters flow, you have to remove the dam first, and then your angels will come in and do the rest. You get what I mean here? So yes, that is what I'm seeing for you guys for my group ones for your week of September 2nd through the 8th. If this reading resonated with you, please do leave a like on this video. Comment down below what you thought about it. And, if you would like to check out any of the other various links down below in the description, especially if you have an interest at all in, bracelets, art prints, all that good stuff, and you would like to help support the channel in that way, definitely go and check out those links. Or just share this video, because just getting the word out there is plenty help already. So with that said, I will see you guys in the next video. Have a wonderful week. For my group 2s who chose the Tiger's Eye bracelets, let's go ahead and first start off by pulling your overall energy cards for this week. See what's going on, what you need to know about this week for my group 2s for September 2nd through to the 8th. What do you guys need to know? What is your energy like in this week? What could be going on? All right. And then let's go ahead and also check out what is going on from your charms here. So let's go ahead and pull those for group 2, September 2nd through the 8th. What do you guys need to know? Oh boy. We got a lot of charms here, so let's go ahead and see what's happening. So inside here we have the hope charm, and we have the other heart little charm, and it says, if you want to go quickly, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. So there is a little proverb for you guys. We also have the message of love is an experience of infinity. We also have, this is my Halloween costume, so I see you guys really just letting your freak flag fly, just being completely yourself. We also have, I remember the pizza man, and it's a good memory. Being very playful, I think, in this week, having a lot of fun, your memories, remembering the good times, I feel like. Let's see what else. We also have the fish. We got the wand here, so I definitely think of this as like the Ace of Wands. So creativity, passion, fire, spirituality, that just do it energy, just going after what it is you want to, releasing yourself from the bottle. We have the Eiffel Tower, so maybe travel, getting a clearer perspective on things. We also have another additional message here. What is this one? An admirer is concealing their affections for you. We also have the turtle. So really taking your time, really enjoying things. I'm seeing a lot of imagery here of kind of the ocean. So maybe you guys are taking a trip to the ocean. We got 2 arrows coming through. So again, really focused energy coming through. Inspiration, maybe new love possibly, wishes coming true. Maybe something about December is going to be important for you guys. Looking far in the future. Maybe you were born in December. Maybe somebody you dealing with in this week is going to be from the month of December. We also have, again, reminiscing past, maybe past life situations coming back up, knowledge about that, wisdom. Be very aware of clairaudient situations. Maybe music is important to you. Pay attention to messages you receive through music. If a random song is coming through your mind, it's kind of stuck in there, there's a reason for that. Pay attention. Overall, I think feeling very good about yourself this week, kind of having all of your ducks in a row, to really, open up and receive some sort of message, some sort of inspiration, really being focused and having, your goals on target here, unlocking aspects of yourself. Knowing where it is you're moving to, I think. So let's go ahead and see what cards we have. We have the 2 of Wands. We have Temperance, a major arcana, and then we have the 10 of Pentacles. Oh, this is a lovely little group here. So I see with that 2 of Wands that you guys could definitely be going through, needing to make a decision about something. And really all the options before you are super positive. So it's just a matter of choosing the thing that really aligns to what it is you want to achieve. It's the sense that, the world is essentially your oyster. There's no limitations. The only limitations that you have are the ones that you place on yourself. And so, again, setting your goals in mind, your long-term goals, short-term goals, getting it all in line. Be very mindful of the details involved, like how many steps are there in order to, really achieve what it is you want. Break it down into the small basic steps and go for it. And so also with the Temperance card, this is all about choices, actions, thoughts, all being sort of touched with alchemy, everything containing the perfect amount of truth, compassion, and strength. Getting that balance, balancing out everything. Combine the best parts of your reason with your intuition, and you'll discover a magical elixir of perfect grace and ease, no matter how crazy or messed up the situation. Trust your inner voice completely. Exactly. That is what you guys need to keep in mind when it comes to this Two of Wands situation, when it comes to making a decision about balancing things out with that two energy. It's also partnership. Trust in your inner voice. It will not lead you astray. We then have the 10 of Pentacles. So I see this overall, like this week, money situation I think is going to be pretty uplifting. It's going to be pretty successful. It's completion with that 10. And I see family being very important here because the 10 is very attached to family lineage, as well as sort of family money, inheritance in that way. I feel like you're building a very solid foundation. You have those plans, you have those goals in mind, and you really want to make this vision become real. And it all just requires you to trust in your intuition and keep balancing things out. Not too much, not too little of like everything that is necessary. So let's go ahead and also now pull 7 cards to clarify the energy of the week, to see what other additional information you need. Definitely that Temperance is important because that is the major arcana here. Maybe you guys are a Sagittarius also. So let's go ahead and see what does my group 2 here need to know for the week of September 2nd through to the 8th. Ooh. All right, so you guys got some extra cards here, but we're going to go with it anyway. So let's go ahead and see what we got here. So we have the 6 of Swords, which was that overall energy also for this collective week. Wow, we also have the Ace of Chalices. We have the 3 of Chalices. We also have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the 8 of Chalices, 4 of Pentacles. The Magician is making a reappearance. We also have the Moon. We also have the 4 of Chalices, and then we have the 9 of Wands. So, what is going on for you guys here? Let's see. So, a couple things are standing out to me already. I feel like, we have a lot of kind of repeating things here, especially with like the 6 of Swords, the 8 of Chalices. We have the Ace of Chalices, and not the 2 of Pentacles, but the Ace of Pentacles. And then we have, the 4 of Pentacles and the 4 of Chalices. So the number 4 might be pretty significant for some of you here. And then of course we have more major arcana happening here, and then that 9 of Wands. So for one, I definitely see you guys moving away from things. And I feel like it's definitely involved here. With that 6 of Swords and then the 8 of Chalices, yes, you're finally moving away from a situation either that is no longer satisfying you or, is fulfilling anymore. Even though, from the outside, it may not seem like such a burning building to other people. It's just like, you don't need it anymore. It's no longer fulfilling to you. You're going to pack up your bags and you're going to take the move, take the plunge, and just continue it on your own journey. You're not going to listen, I think, too much to the opinions of other people because you've been in this state of, boredom, of maybe stagnation here with the 4 of Chalices and the 4 of Pentacles. You're wanting to get again, it's going back to that working on your foundation when it comes to the money situation and, not coming from a place of lack. I feel like that's so important for you guys here, especially when we have something like the Magician here. You can't be coming from a place of lack. You need to uplift your spirit. You need to have your eyes on the horizon, not on the things. Instead of focusing on the things that you lack, that you don't have yet, focus, and not necessarily focusing on like, okay, this is what I want. Like, you need to have that in mind, but don't focus so much on the end result. Focus more about, okay, what is the journey I want to take? Let's go down this road, see where it leads me. Maybe it will lead me to something unexpected, some unexpected opportunity here, this cup being offered. Maybe listen to your intuition more. Listen to the messages that are coming through, very fast, very, obvious with these, arrows, listen to it. Don't ignore it, because your spirit guides are trying to help you. Again, it's all about balance. And so, you make that choice to move away from it in this week and finally clear up this energy, because, get to the resolution with the 9 of Wands here. Finally, you've been struggling, I think, with this energy for a while. And with that 9 of Wands, it's finally, knowing that some sort of resolution is coming from it, and that there's always going to be battles. You always have to be prepared for it. You always have to continue moving forward. Even if you're stuck in feeling like you're stagnating for some reason, however that may resonate for you, it's it's only a temporary thing. You can make it just a temporary thing by making the choice to keep moving forward and resolve the issues. Move through the struggles, move through the cycle, keep the movement going. Don't let the water stagnate. That's just what I'm getting here, especially when we have something like, again, speaking of water here, we have a lot of water and earth energy going on here. So that might be significant for something in your natal chart. Maybe your overall dominant elements for your natal chart are water and earth. Could be, may not be. But anyway, it's there's a new opportunity. There's two, a big opportunity here being presented with the Ace of Chalices and the Ace of Pentacles. This could be an offer of love, of emotional fulfillment, of new sense of creativity, of emotional balance coming through here. And we have also the material balance with the Ace of Pentacles. Joy, success. This is kind of similar to the element of the sun, but more so talking about the material world. Finally going and picking a path that's going to fulfill you, especially for your material needs. And yes, this energy might be slow moving. It might take a while to see it come to fruition, but you have to keep the energy flowing. And that's what I feel is so important for this group in particular. Keep the balance, keep the energy flowing. And that doesn't mean that you need to stop having fun and you just have to be work all the time. No, again, it goes back to having balance. Make sure to enjoy yourself. Reminisce if you want to. That's what I'm seeing in this image. Sharing memories. Because if you focus on the positive things, it's going to help remind you how far you've come. Because again, even with the positive, probably, negative memories could come up, but then you realize wow, that's how I overcame that. And I moved forward and I created this other beautiful memory because I overcame this other struggle. I think you guys need to remember that right now, because again, you need to move out of this energy and get your mind focused on back. What is this image? What is this ultimate dream that you want to achieve? And again, we have something like these two cards. The moon cycles might be very important for you guys who pick this group. And so with the moon, it's all about revealing the illusions, remove the deceptions that you place on yourself, work with your shadow self, recognize the shadow aspects within you, because the moon is going to highlight it whether you like it or not. And so you need to recognize it. You need to work with it, understand, honor your cycles. And even though this is a very dreamy, very Piscean energy, and it's all about that imagination, the fantasies, again, the illusions, you have to, again, strike the balance and have that action, that drive with the Magician. You can have these great, dreams and aspirations, but they will only stay dreams and aspirations unless you start actively putting the force behind it, the steps, the physical, that connection to the physical world to make it happen. Again, it could just be little tiny steps, but each little tiny step you take is going to help to build up to that larger goal here for yourself. So that's what I'm just getting off here. So let's go ahead now and also pull one of these little cards here to see what the F could be going on with you. What message do you need? What's some, maybe some tough love that group twos need to know about. So let's see what this card is. And I feel like pulling that card as well. So let's see. We have don't settle for crumbs. Exactly. Again, that's that energy I feel like with both of these. Especially that Four of Cups. Don't settle for less than what you really deserve. It's even though these things that you might have right now are nice, they're not awful. Appreciate them. Have gratitude for them because you've worked hard for those things or they were given to you and so you have appreciation for it. But don't just settle for that. again, what is the bigger dream here? Go after it. You don't have to just settle for the niceties that you might have right now, especially if you deep down inside you have that drive, that passion for something greater. Don't settle for less than. We also have, you're creating the drama. So maybe for some of you, that might be the message here. Maybe you're causing yourself too much inner drama because maybe you self-criticize too harshly. Maybe you feel like if there's not drama going on, then nothing's really happening, which isn't particularly healthy. Again, I feel like don't feed into drama. Don't feed into self-pity or, any sort of too harsh self-criticism. Again, it needs to be constructive criticism. There needs to be balance. So that's what I'm getting off there. Let's go ahead now and look at your other oracle cards that we have here. And we have Infinite Blessings card 17, which adds up to an 8. So there's another number. I felt like 8 might be another one for you guys. And so with the Infinite Blessings, it's clearly a message that your angels have your back. They want to bless you with all the abundance that you want. They want to help you achieve whatever goals it is you want. But again, it comes down to you being the magician and putting that energy out there, asking for it. So yes, open your heart and your reality to the immeasurable gifts from nature. Loving energy is surrounding you. Love from the highest level is being showered onto you and your life. Count your blessings and remember that love is all around you. Notice these miracles and blessings as they show up in unexpected ways, but always at the most auspicious time. Your life may not be exactly as you anticipated, but be sure to look for your miracles. Again, that's having gratitude for what you already have. But again, if you like what you have, but secretly you want more, you want to achieve more, whether that's in love or career or just spiritual growth, whatever it is, then don't just settle. Take the action, manifest it, make it happen. So for your dragon oracle card and the dragon spirit that might be around you, helping you in this week, we have the blue dragon from Pleiades. Oh my God. So you guys can maybe be starseeds. Maybe that's what's going on here. It's like, don't settle for less. Don't settle for less. Don't settle for the crumbs. Maybe you feel very out of place in your environment, in your world around you, and you don't understand why, because there's always this nagging in the back of your mind that there's something more out there for you. Well, part of that is doing, again, to sort of past life, maybe existing on a completely different plane, in a different galaxy, on a different star, all of that. That comes through, and it's something, again, you just have to recognize, you have to work through, and then, you do have a greater calling out there, so follow it. Prepares you to accept source healing, accept a heart activation, give and receive heart healing. And that was kind of talking about this infinite blessings as well. So, again, your heart chakra might be important to you. Maybe you need to do more heart chakra healing. So let's go ahead and get more clarity on this particular card. A blue dragon from the Pleiades has come to you today to offer you healing by lighting up a blue rose in each of your chakras. Relax, invite it to touch you, and accept any energy it brings you. Alternatively, it may sought you to suggest you give beautiful blue plane healing under the law of grace to others. If you wish to do this, tell it that you are ready, and it will activate a huge electric blue rose in your heart so that you can direct source healing to a person or situation. So again, it goes back to that. You have to ask for it first, though. It's not just going to hand you the keys to the car without you asking for it first. And so again, and that might be your message, that this kind of drive, that you have a greater calling, that you want to do more. Maybe for some of you guys want to be healers, spiritual healers of some sort, maybe Reiki, and you've held back in expressing whatever this talent is that you have, or, this dream that other people may not understand. And guess what? You don't need to have other people understand it to go out and achieve it. You just have to have the drive and the will to do it. And so just do it for yourself. Self-reliance, I feel like. And finally, the last two messages. Oh my God. Words cannot express it, card 27, the Black Madonna, and this actually adds up to 9. So again, 9 might be another important number for you. And then we have card 20, you are the Oracle. And look at that. Totally Palladian coming through right here, completely. So again, I feel like that was kind of something I was feeling. You know, it's very hard, I think, for you to express what it is you're feeling, because it's like again, it's going back to that starseed energy, and then you probably have some sort of psychic gifts. Again, you are the Oracle. You guys might also be very good at doing tarot reading or some sort of casting, channeling, whatever it may be. And again, it's just really hard for you to express it right now. Because you don't quite have all the pieces yet, because you still need to take that journey. You still need to do more research and learn more about it. And again, you might have some fear of persecution from other people, I feel like. Because again, it's like you guys could also maybe be empaths. So like other people's energy can be very affecting on you. So let's see. With this card 27, words cannot express it. Use your sacred sight to see. Look with your soul. The portal will open. And whoa, guys, that is so crazy. So again, use your sacred sight. You are the Oracle, and the portal is opening for you guys. You know, we did have the Lionsgate portal opening on August 8th. That might have been a time that really started to activate you, and that's just going to continue. So pay a lot of attention to that. Don't second guess sort of the messages that you're getting, especially if they seem just sort of out of the blue. They're unexpected. So again, with this card here, it says, visualize and embody the goddess of Avalon when you ask your question. She is directly linked to our deepest spiritual origin. She knows all. So the Lady of Avalon has been the spirit of a place ever since humans walked the surface. Sea dragons and land dragons, look at that, dragons, once swam and crawled upon the Summerest levels. Paleosaurus and, how do you say this, Ichthyosaurus were found in the vicinity of Glastonbury. They were titled Avalonian and Camelotia by scientists. Were these creatures the inspiration for Pendragon or Hill Dragon? They sleep in her memories and are part of the goddess and her mysteries. She sits on her lion throne where she can envision our past, present, and future. She embodies the land in her heart-centered energy. The portal in the sky opens to the Pleiades and to the star breath she perceives and knows. Oh my God. Yeah. So if you guys, I get a strong sense that obviously you guys are probably starseeds. You probably have a very strong connection to Pleiades. Doesn't necessarily mean that you are only connected to Pleiades when it comes to sort of the star constellations. If you're not familiar with the whole starseed thing, I would definitely encourage you to look it up, read a little bit more about it, do some more research. I just noticed this. It reminds me of a beehive. So yeah, it's, again, you guys have some sort of sacred sight. You have some sort of intuitive powers, whether that's in healing. Again, very heart-centered kind of people here as well. You just need to open up and connect to it. Allow yourself to embrace your power in this way. Again, don't let other people cause you drama just because you believe in this either. You know, again, don't settle for the crumbs. You guys can achieve so much more than you realize because you have that sacred gift. You have sacred knowledge because you've experienced probably multiple lifetimes. Or you are a new soul to Earth, and that means, again, you have so much to give because you have this fresh perspective. Could be both. So if this reading resonated for you guys, please do leave a like on this video. Comment down below what you thought about it, if it resonates at all, if you do connect to that starseed idea. If you are a starseed, definitely let us know down in the comments. And of course, if you would like to help support the channel by the various links down in the description, that would be awesome too. And I will see you guys in the next one. Have a beautiful week. Guys, for my third and final group, let's go ahead and check out what is going on for your week of September 2nd through to the 8th. Let's get your overall energy cards for this week, what you need to know. What do my group 3s need to know for this week? All right, let's go ahead and also now pull your charms and see what they have to say for my group 3s for September 2nd through the 8th. Okay. So we got this. I'm a Dean girl, but I'm Sam curious. That's just a funny message, I feel like. I feel like being very open to all kinds of opportunities, not kind of closing you into, one decision about something. We also have both of these little guys. So again, very warm, very loving energy. And again, I feel like kind of like, I see it as two ways. Either really integrating and connecting to both sides of sort of your light side and your dark side, the shadow, your shadow aspects, and really integrating that. Or also like, again, divine masculine, divine feminine, divine counterparts, your twin flame or soulmate, however you want to, describe it. And so we also have the message of you will soon meet the person you admire. Lucky numbers are 3, 4, 16, 18, 44, and 45. So let's see what else we got here. We do have a heart charm here. So that, again, goes back to the love situation. We have a lot of this green turquoise color. So I'm thinking about your heart chakra as well as your throat chakra. So communicating. We got the anchor. We have the little fish here. Yeah, speaking out about your truth. I'm really attracted to this one. So the elephant. I almost feel like a gift. A gift is coming towards you that is long-lasting, stable. Also the elephant could be referring to memories, wisdom. Got another little heart symbol here. Again, I feel like wishes coming true. Oh, we also have a zodiac sign, Leo, generous. So yeah, being very generous of heart. We also have another message here, made with love. Exactly. So much loving energy here. We also have the glasses, so singing clearly about something, along with the arrow, being very focused on your goals. Again, having faith in the situation, having stability, having a lot of appreciation. I'm getting a lot of that. I feel like a gift is coming of some sort. Prosperity. Okay, let's go ahead and also see what your tarot has to say. And you guys actually got an additional card. So we have the Page of Cups. We have the Queen of Wands coming through again. We also have the Three of Wands, and then we have the King of Swords. Wow. A lot of people, I feel like, in this week, or like you might deal with a lot of people in this week for some reason. So let's go ahead and talk about sort of the standalone card here of the Three of Wands. So I feel like you guys are waiting for, again, you're waiting for something to come through. A message about something, maybe some work that you put in a little while. Again, you're like waiting for the return of that work. Maybe it has to do with manifestation. Maybe it is actual career stuff. Because again, the wands is that element of fire, passion, creativity, spirituality, work, school even. And also just looking to the horizon. Not, even though you could be in this period of waiting for something to return, you're not stagnant. You're still putting in the effort. You're still working on your goals because you have them in mind. Again, this is like, we're moving from just that Two of Wands energy of like making the plans, making a decision about something, and now you've made the decision and you're following through with taking the actions and steps, even though you could also be waiting for the return of your ship to the harbor kind of thing here. Then we also have, the Queen of Wands. So again, we had that Leo charm. So you guys could be a Leo possibly. And that Queen of Wands energy is somebody who's so charismatic. They're so attractive, both physically as well as just their energy. They're very magnetic. They draw people in. They're very creative. They're very passionate. And they know it. Like, they don't hold back in expressing themselves. They have great mastery over their personal power. And so along with that, I see, the Page of Cups. So this could be, again, the reigniting, the reconnection to a certain creative venture, a creative passion that's going to bring you more a new sense of emotional fulfillment. This could also be, embracing a new love situation for yourself, reconnecting to that, kind of wearing your heart on your sleeve. It's youthful energy. It's excitement. It is going after those things. And then you have the King of Swords to balance this all out I can't get my words right today, to balance this all out with that truth, with that focus, with that clarity, that strong sense of communication, knowing how to communicate things, and again, achieving exactly what he sets out to do. He's no bullshit. He's going to tell it how it is. His words could come off as kind of harsh sometimes, but, you know, they're not necessarily wrong. So let's go ahead and also pull the overall, some more energies for this week to get more clarity on this situation, get more details about it for you guys with group 3. So let's see what you guys need to know. What do my group 3s need to know for this week? Alrighty, so let's go ahead and see what we got here, because we got a lot of messages coming through. I feel like, oh, look at that. The Elemental of Swords, which is essentially the Page of Swords. So we have, again, that youthful energy, new communication, learning more. Then we have the Nine of Pentacles, feeling really good, feeling very achieved. Again, being in your own seat of power, that self-confidence. Look at that. We have the King of Swords coming up twice. So this could be somebody that you're dealing with in this week. You could be very, again, it's that masculine energy. So very business savvy. Again, very straight and to the point. All about the truth. We also have the Initiate of Pentacles, which would be the Queen of Pentacles. So we have the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles, which is definitely relating to that Nine of Pentacles. Again, self-confidence, being, again, that business savviness, but she's also able to control both the business aspect as well as the home aspect, and just really cultivating so much luxury for herself. We also have the Four of Wands, and oh my god, we got the Strength card, which is the Leo card. So yeah, that could be something you guys really connect with. And finally, we also have Justice, which would be a Libra energy. So overall, these are the only major arcanas you have, so let's go ahead and talk about those. So I feel like, you know, again, you guys are going to be really coming alive in this week. It's all about your strength, all about your courage, but in a very harmonious, in a very gentle way, because I feel like justice is going to be served for you. If there was a situation in the recent past where you are treated unfairly, maybe somebody caused an issue for you, it's like, especially if you approach that situation from this strength of being very like diplomatic and being just like, you know what, I ain't dealing with this, I'm moving away from it. You will get kind of, you know, you dealt with the situation in a very positive way. That individual is, of course, going to get the karma returned to them. Again, karma is not, you know, biased. Karma comes back to everybody equally. Doesn't matter. So, again, even if you have done something in the past, karma is going to come back to you. Again, it's that equal balance of things. It's the truth coming out. It is understanding, again, what is really going on. I feel like maybe somebody is going to come up to you and they're going to let you know something. They're going to tell you something, or they're going to give you something. I'm just getting that sense of that. And it's going to make you feel pretty good. Even if it's like, you know, letting you know, like, this situation in the past, like, this is what this person was actually saying about you, like, that's what was happening there. You're just going to be like, oh, okay, it's nice to know that, but I'm not going to, of course, like, dwell on it or anything. Like, I'm moving on. I have a lot to celebrate here because, again, you're embracing, you yourself are very good at communicating. You're embracing your own power, I feel like. You're achieving exactly what you need to be. Again, you've put in the work, you're going to be receiving the goods for it. And then we, of course, have this Four of Wands. So again, that's celebration, it's achievement, it is joy, it is commitment. So this could be representing, maybe in this week, there is some sort of birthday, a celebration, a graduation, a wedding. This is definitely big on the wedding aspect, clearly. So maybe you are getting married, maybe somebody you know is getting married, and you could possibly be meeting whoever represents this, you know, King of Swords here at this event. Maybe it's somebody who's the Queen of Wands, or maybe they're the Queen of Pentacles. But I feel like maybe that represents more of your guys' energy, and this is like somebody else, I feel like. But yeah, I just feel like you guys are going to be very well off. Again, I feel like things from the past are finally getting their karma, and then it's going to be clearing the path so that you can just kind of sit back and enjoy and just watch it all like go down without any worry, because it's like, you know your strength, you know your truth, and so you don't have to worry about it. So let's go ahead now and also go ahead and pull one of these cards to see and get more clarity on the situation. Let's see what these cards have to tell you guys for this week of September 2nd through to the 8th. What do my pile threes need to know? Ooh. Oh, okay. Okay, you guys got a couple different messages here. So we have invading privacy. This is an interesting one. Let's look at the other ones. Same story, a different day. You seriously need therapy. And then you are not a doormat. I feel like this is the strongest message here. Again, it's going back to the situation of justice. I don't know what the situation is. Maybe it was something we're dealing with a Leo. Again, you have to have faith. Everything's going to work out for the better. Again, I feel like it was a situation that it's like maybe something from the past is going to try to come back up in this week, and it's like some drama from the past, and it's again, it's that idea of the same story, different day, and it's like you've grown so much now that it's like, you know you're not a doormat, and so you don't need to buy into this. Because again, especially if you just sit back and just not engage, don't give your power to whatever the situation is or this person and buy into their drama, it's like karma, justice will sort of take care of it. And you just have to sit back and watch it all unfold from your comfy little rocking chair with your drink, living it up and being you. Again, I feel like maybe it's somebody who will try to kind of invade your privacy or something along those lines. We also have this, you seriously need therapy. I feel like this is more of your energy, and I feel like this is something about somebody else or the situation. Like, whoever this is, it's like they need to recognize and work on themselves. You can't be their therapist for them. That's the message that I'm getting there. Let's go ahead. Maybe you guys will be getting something else, resonating with something else from these cards. Maybe these are telling you something completely different. Go with it. Again, this is a two-way kind of thing. You know, I read the energies that I get off the cards, but then you guys need to put in your half in, you know, obviously selecting the right pile for you and what resonates, and then also, you know, kind of interpreting these the way that resonates for you with your own intuition. You don't always have to sort of, you know, take my words as, you know, set in stone or anything like that. Of course, like, not at all. Again, these are just the energies. These are the possibilities that could be connected to your current energy or the energy around the situation, the energy around the week. It's just like, you trust your intuition. You trust what you know to be right. All right. So let's go ahead and go into the rest of your oracle cards. So we have card 43, Love Matters. This is, again, so much of the same message has come up for all the piles, I feel like. So this is kind of like an overall energy that's important, I think, in this week. It's this element of the love of the heart chakra. So again, the way you handle things is important. Isn't that what I'm talking about? How you handle this situation in this week is really going to be determining how karma comes back around. If you do it from a place of your own power, your own confidence, and knowing, like, I feel like not engaged. It's really weird. How do I explain this? It's not engaging with it. Don't buy into it, again, because it's just the same story, different day. Maybe there's somebody who's trying to throw a pity party from themselves, and maybe in the past you were like super sympathetic about it. You were trying to help them so much, only for it to have it like turn around and bite you in the butt. Again, there's a need here to have a certain kind of boundary, and you don't have to be mean, you don't have to be rude. You can communicate in a very beautiful way, but you don't need to buy into it, because again, it's the same story, a different day, and it's like, you can't, whatever this person, or I feel like maybe it's from a person that's trying to push something onto you in this week. It's like, no, maybe there's some sort of get together. I feel like maybe this could be a family situation as well. Maybe some sort of family member is kind of trying to deal with this, because again, this feels like something that could come up a lot in very close relationships that are either family or close friendships, things like that. It's like, yeah, I feel like the other party here is the one who needs to work on their stuff, because you know where you're going. You've worked on your shit, and so it's like, you know you're not a doormat, and you're not going to let yourself be a doormat, because probably you've experienced this in the past, and now you've grown, you've realized, you've gained some truth, some knowledge with that King of Swords, and so you're not going to buy into it anymore. But you need to be very mindful about how you handle the situation. There will always be many challenges and life lessons, as that is part of this experience. Choose to learn from your encounters. Get your heart ready to receive and allow for the various emotions you may be feeling. Consider what makes you happy. It's time for you to allow yourself a day of enjoyment. Love who you are and be willing to give and receive love unconditionally. So again, especially if like this situation or this person is somebody who doesn't give love equally to what you give to them, you need to set a very clear boundary with this person and not be their doormat. Again, I feel like this is a person that might try to invade your privacy. They're trying to invade your boundary. They're trying to get under your skin or something. And again, you recognize it's the same story, a different day, because you've dealt with this encounter before. But it's so important now not to let it happen, because again, you have that power and you're waiting for your abundance to come. You want to keep your focus on that. You want to keep your energy on that thing. And so again, even though it's like the rest of it was just that Justice card that's standing out so strongly to me in this situation. But these other cards, I feel like very strongly, there's some situation where somebody else is trying to mess up your flow or something. Don't let them, because you're about to achieve something really great. So as far as your dragon oracle cards go, and so the dragon spirit that might be around you in this week helping you, look at this. We got the silver dragon. Illuminates your potential with higher light. Access untapped resources. Look into your soul. See higher possibilities. Again, that's that 3 of Wands, looking out into the horizon, seeing those possibilities and really wanting those to manifest them, make them happen with all of your strength, with all of your courage, with all of your grace and your power to communicate in a graceful way. Rose pink dragon prepares your heart to connect to the higher facets of the cosmic heart. Open your heart to a warm-hearted love and diamond light. Connect with the love of the universe. So again, I feel like there's a possibility here for some of you to really connect with somebody who is at your level, that is resonating with how you are resonating. And again, it could be the case where it's like some other third party is seeing that connection between you and this person, and they're trying to get in there and try to mess it up. But again, how you deal with the situation determines how that will unfold. And you should deal with it from a place of having an open heart, but not being a doormat. Having an open heart, being a loving person doesn't mean you have to be a doormat. You can set those clear boundaries. You can still be kind and loving to other people, even the people who are trying to mess with you. But again, you don't have to accept it, because you know your own self-worth. The other person might not understand their own worth, and so that's why they're trying to compensate for something, Let's go ahead and see what the other cards are that we have here as well. Remove the mask of your everyday persona. Again, it's that need for you guys to really just let it all shine. Shine with that Queen of Wands energy. Be who you truly are. Again, if you're resonating at your highest potential, at your highest self, again, these other people, other situations that maybe in the past have been this, same story, different day, kind of negativity, low vibrational thing, it's like they won't be able to affect you, because again, you know your own worth. You have your self-confidence. And then we have dance your troubles away. I love it. Card 46. Again, just live it up. Enjoy your life. Enjoy your person. Enjoy who you are. And again, when the haters kind of come to try to rain on your parade, it's like, again, just dance your troubles away and be just like, not today. So let's go ahead and get some more clarity on these cards. So let's start with that card 32. Magic and ritual can sometimes help to be able to act out a different scenario in another realm of existence. Use the mythic symbols and costumes. The use of mythic symbols and costumes allow you the freedom to recreate or try it out. Exactly. So again, this is all about incorporating the yin and the yang into self. It's the desire to be whole and complete, like the creator gods. Really integrating all of yourself. Understand your weaknesses. Understand from your past encounters what you've experienced to make you stronger now. And again, if you want to sort of understand what maybe the outcome of a certain situation is, do some sort of magical practice to sort of give you an idea. Consult your own tarot cards to see what they have to tell you about the situation. Meditate, connect to your guides, ask for their guidance about, what could happen with this situation. Trust in your intuition and what comes through. And then with card 46, what it says is, imitate the planets by dancing in repetitive circles. Spin your problems away from you in an active meditation of ecstatic dancing. Exactly. That's this is talking about doing a magical act, and this is literally giving you what to do. So do this practice. Connect to those energies of the planets, of the stars. Balance out your own energies, your own chakras through movement, through dance, through this kind of action. And again, hold on to that energy. Hold on to what that feeling is, especially when you encounter people who try to, again, maybe turn your planet retrograde, kind of thing. Don't let it happen. You are the master of your own universe. You are the kind of, just coming through, the cosmic dancer here. You don't need to let other people mess up your plans, try to obscure your horizon, your sun blazing on that horizon. That's just what I'm getting here. And really, really don't, I'm just getting so about this. Do not hide behind a mask. Do not dim your light to make this other situation, these other people feel better about themselves, because they don't deserve it. They don't deserve that energy because they're trying to just mess it up, I feel like. That sounds kind of mean, but that's just what's coming through to me. I feel like your guides have been trying to tell you this for a while, and they might be a little bit frustrated. I feel like, I don't know, that's why that's coming out. I don't know, this is a very interesting pile. I feel like this week could be very, very positive for you. But it's all determined on how you handle whatever the situation is. I feel like there's some situation in this week where it's somebody's trying to mess up the flow of things. They're trying to hold back your ship from coming into the harbor. They're trying to mess with whatever, you're trying to connect with a person romantically. It might be an ex, it might be a karmic, it might be a jealous friend, it might be even a family member, a jealous family member, whatever. I feel like there's some other energy that's trying to infect your week and trying to suck all the joy out of it. It's no, you gotta just dance, spin those people away. Again, it's all determined on how you handle it. It really is. So if this reading resonated for you, please do leave a like on this video. Comment down below what you thought about it, if this made sense. I don't know. I feel like this was a very interesting pile with very interesting messages. It might be a kind of specific, but maybe not that specific. I don't know. Just you guys tell me how it resonated, if it made sense, if it applies to what you feel like your situation is, currently and moving into for this week, all that good stuff. And of course, if you would like to help support, I can't get my words right. It's so important, guys. Be very mindful about how maybe there's a reason that's happening. Be very mindful of how you're communicating in this week. Again, how you handle the situation, and make sure that your feelings, your emotions don't sort of override your mouth. I feel like that you kind of stumble over your words, you kind of fumble with your words. Because again, I feel like there's somebody who's going to try to mess up your groove, mess up your celebration. And it's you have all the power to keep that person at bay. So yes, what was I originally saying? If you would like to help support the channel, do check out all the links down below in the description. That would be awesome. I will see you guys in the next one. I hope you guys have a beautiful week.